What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. If you're new here, I do crypto videos, I do tech videos. I also have a small computer shop where I buy, sell, and trade computer hardware. I deal mostly in used hardware, but every now and then I have been dipping my toes into new hardware. There for a while, I was selling some Ice River stuff, doing the KS0 Ultras. I was really nervous because the price was all over the place, and it just seemed like, communication, I felt like it was all just changing way too fast. Now, I have been scared to dive back into doing new sales and stuff like that because with the ever-changing market on ASICs and stuff, I didn't know if I was going to be buying $300 units that get marked down to $150 before I can even get them sold in a week, before the heck they even get shipped. So when I had a couple of these companies, and I've had a couple different companies reach out to me, some of them being some of these like smaller little solo miners, I told those, I was like, let's see how they do, that kind of thing, but I haven't even pulled the trigger on it. But I've been super excited about this company called Metal Miners. They've basically just started. Tyler is the owner, and I think he has one or two guys that help him, but yeah, so he sent me over a couple prototypes. I've kind of leaked it a little bit here and there. I wasn't supposed to, but you know how it is, guys. I got stuff in the background. People are like, what's that? And we talk about it. Anyway, so this is actually version 1.3 of the BTC Metal Miner, and it is in a full aluminum casing. It's got, yeah, boom. Actually, I told him the Bitcoin logo is upside down, needs to be flipped over. But 1.4 is available. Version 1.4 is available for pre-order on the web store now. He said they're going to get cut out and start production in the next week. So the ship time on that is looking like the end of November, early December at the latest. So that's pretty cool. Now, I am showing off this version because it's basically the same. The version 1.4 is just going to be a little bit more refined and have a higher performance or a better cooling fan. Now, these units ship doing 3.5 terahash at about 150 watts, give or take. They do run off of two 6-pin plugs. So this is regular PCIe power. So if you have a mining rig or if you have a server power supply, you can just set this beside it, plug power in, plug Ethernet in, and you're off to the races. Because that's another feature that Tyler told me he was really passionate about, is he wanted to sell legit plug-and-play units. You plug it into power, you plug in the Ethernet, and then it starts mining. And you're like, well, how's that? And I asked him, I was like, so how's the setup? He's like, well, I want to pre-configure these units for the wallet address and the pool that the customer wants to use. And I'm like, well, what about if the customer wants to change it later on? He's like, that's no problem. All these units are going to get a full unlocked firmware, so you can go in, you can change the pool, you can change the wallet address, you can actually, he's leaving unlocked the core, the core clock, and also the voltage, so you can change those and the fan curve. Now, he did say that if you go in and change anything about the performance side, core clock, voltage, or fan curve, he's not going to be able to honor the warranty because you can actually kill these units if you run them too hot. So they're basically going to ship with a safe tune, and if you want to get into modifying it, force some more air through it or run the fans wide open and push some more hash rate, that's on you, which I appreciate that because, being in computers and always wanting to mod something, I've already started overclocking this unit. So this unit did have the 3.5 tune on it, the safe tune, and I was running this one at about 4.2 terahash. This fan is absolutely going nuts at 100%, trying to keep it cool, and it's running about mid 70s at night when it's really cool, but during the day when it warmed up, it was about 80 degrees outside. My garage runs a tad bit hotter. This unit was getting up into the 80s. It does have a thermal shutdown at 90 Celsius, but even in the 80s, that's too hot for me, so I backed it back down. But yeah, so you're looking at 3.5 terahash at 150 watts, two PCIe 6-pin cables, so it could run off of, a regular ATX power supply that is running something else, or dedicated, or a server power supply. He's not shipping these units with power supplies, so I have thought about offering power supplies later. But for right now, we're just gonna get through the units. Now, what was it? Oh, yeah, so version 1.4 is also going to have different fans here. So these are just some extra, like, little, I guess, exhaust fans to pull some air out from the sides. I don't know exactly how it works, but I tried taking one off, and then I lost it because I was going to flip them around. And that's what you see right here, is I flipped this fan around from originally intakes, and that's how they're going to be sold. This is an intake, so it sucks cool air in, pushes it through, and exhausts out of these vents. So it's got vents all over the box. I flipped it around because somebody on Discord's like, oh, flip it around, you might be able to get better cooling. It doesn't really cool any better. It cools about the same. But then I was trying to flip these around, and I took this one off, and I lost it in my mess of a desk. Regardless, we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, so the pre-order is live on these. To keep cost of goods and manufacturing, all that kind of stuff down, he's not doing custom cable sets, so that's why, you know, these cables are a tad bit long right here. But I guess if you wanted to, you could, you know, use your own cables or unplug these. Essentially, there's 3 6-pins in the top, but he said they, you know, if you're going to run it at the safe power level, this is absolutely a safe way to do it. Now, I guess it's time to go ahead and check out what the profitability would be. Now, that's where I do get excited, because a lot of these little solo miners, or what we call solo miners, you can't put them on a pool and make basically anything. This one does make a little bit. Let's go over here. Let me flip on one over here. Boom. So 3.5 terahash, it makes about 17 cents a day. And at 150 watts, let's do the old calculate. Actually, I think you can enter in wattage here, can't you? Yeah, there we go. 150 watts at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. You are looking at burning 36 cents a day. So if you ran this on a pool, you would technically lose 19 cents a day. But you would gain the BTUs. So this is the winter time, and this is why I am mining on my GPUs also, even though my GPUs technically aren't profitable. Is at 150 watts times, I think it's like 3.41. It's like, it's not pi, it's the other one, not 3.14, 3.41. So it's putting off about 500 BTUs. Not a lot, but basically the same amount as like an Avalon Nano 3, slightly more than an Avalon Nano 3. Really cool thing about the thermals on this is the whole entire box, it's got heat sinks on the inside, and they are sandwiched up against this whole aluminum housing, so this whole box gets kind of warm. I'm not gonna say it doesn't get hot. You can hold it and it has no problem. If you've ever had your hands on like a KS0 or KS0 Pro or Ultra, those get significantly more hot than this. Those get like really hot to where you wouldn't want to hold it. This, not at all. So there's no like fire risk or anything like that. I was actually running it on a plastic fold out table, and it didn't like melt into the table or anything like that, because I was worried about that with my KS0 Ultras, that if I ran those on that plastic table, what if it like melted into the table? But yeah, so in the wintertime, if you ran it on the pool, you'd be making, you know, 17 cents a day, or $1.24 a week, or $5 a month. Basically not any money. Where I'm running it, and where I'm going to be running all my other little solo miners, which that's going to be its own dedicated video. I did a video on the Bidax, and then also the Mars Lander. Those are solo mining, and I'm going to put this on solo as well, because I'm trying to hit me that block. You know what I'm saying? Goodness, sorry about that. Trying to hit that Bitcoin block. Now, obviously, I probably never will, but you know what? If I do, there definitely will be signs, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can take you can take any miner, but it's easier to do and a lot more, easier on the wallet to do with a smaller one, is you run it on a solo pool, and then if you just set it to mine, and if you actually mine a Bitcoin block, you get it paid out a little over 3 Bitcoin right now, which would be like, what, 190K, almost $200,000 US. Now, the probability on mining a Bitcoin block is ridiculously low, but it has happened. So, for example, somebody has mined a Bitcoin block on not one of these. This is a different device, but a BitAxe, which is a small little like USB miner, and that one only had, I think it was 600 gigahash, which is what, like 4 times, let's see here, 3,500 divided by 600, so it's 5.8 times slower than this device. So this device has 5.8 times more chance than the BitAxe Supra, but that's still ridiculously low of a chance. And it only costs, you 30 cents a day, give or take, depending on your electric cost and that kind of thing. What I'm looking at is I'm going to be putting this bad boy in the house along with my other miners and my other stuff, because I'm trying to get that residual heat. And then maybe one day I just open my wallet up and we got 3 Bitcoin in there. Obviously not, probably, but maybe. You never know. Hey, dreamers can dream, right? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank y'all for coming out. I will be doing a setup video. I'm waiting for what was it? Oh, I'm waiting for the new fan for this one, so I got to take it all back apart and put the high RPM fan in there, because I want to absolutely push this thing to the limits and kind of show what she's doing, or show what she's capable of. Let me actually see here. I think I took a screenshot when I had it up in the 4 terahash range, a little over 4. And I'm struggling with technology tonight. Alright, here I took a screenshot. Can we make that bigger? Oh, it's kind of blurry. Okay. So I had it at 4.479 terahash, and I had set the voltage down really low and set the power limit really low. This was not stable. It kept crashing, so I needed to give it more power. I think I had settled out around like 175, almost 180 watts, at least in software. But at the 4.5 terahash, it was running a little warm. That's what I was telling you guys about earlier. So I'm hoping this new fan, and then also getting those fans. Sorry about that. Getting those fans running on the side. Because he said those are also going to be higher RPM than what's currently in there. What's in there right now are 0.2 amp fans on the sides, and he said those are going to be upped to, I don't remember, something more better. And Tyler, I know you're going to be watching this video. I'm sorry if I got any of the specifics wrong. And if you guys want to reach out to Tyler at Metal Miners, I don't know if he wants his email public, because he wants me to handle all the front end for the sales and communication and stuff like that. But if you want to reach out to him, he is available on Discord, and I made a channel in the Discord. So if you go over to BCPC and you go down, there's a section called Metal Miners, and that's where you can hit up Tyler. It's Tyler-Metal, and ask what's going on. Looks like some boys are building some mining rigs in there. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go, I guess I'll go plug this one back in and just turn it back down to the 3.5 terahash. Just, you never know, I might win that Bitcoin block tonight. Good God, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I might not tell y'all if I hit a Bitcoin block, but there would be signs. Man. Yeah, there would. Alright. Oh, and also, I guess, talking about price, because that's another thing that Tyler and me had went back and forth on, because Since these are first release and first batch, essentially for first production run, I told him to leave them bare aluminum. He wanted to powder coat them, but that would have added on, I think it was like $20 extra per unit because it was such a low quantity. And as he, scaled up 100 units, 200, 500 units, the powder coating went down. But I told him for right now to get these in people's hands, see how they like them. You're going to probably make changes, that kind of thing. Just leave them bare metal. I don't think anybody's going to be upset about it, especially when you clean it. Gosh, I love the look of like bare, raw, shiny aluminum. I don't know why. Kind of nothing else like that in my mining shed or mining cave. And then for reference, I brought my Doge 3 box miner in here to show you guys like a size comparison. Hold on. So it's a little bit skinnier and about the same width, but it is taller. So it almost like is the size of like a graphics card, almost. And for like orientation, I've just been setting them up like this. That way they can vent out of this side and they can vent out of that side. I think he said you can actually run them like this. That's why he put those fans down there on the bottom, so you have like vents on out the bottom side. But I feel like it definitely runs cooler vertically. And on the pre-order, I'm definitely getting me a couple of these because I want them like lined up. You know what I mean? I like almost like Starship Troopers. And what was it? There was one other thing. I don't remember. I don't know. Comment down below and tell Tyler that we should definitely do a jellyfish one where he cuts a jellyfish right here. He didn't think that was a good idea, but I'm telling you, Jellyfish Gang is strong. Comment down below and back me up on that, guys. Tyler, look down below in the comments. You'll see. We want a jellyfish version. Alright. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Later. Adios. Goodbye.